Hi, good evening, guys. So, welcome to the long-term investor club, which we are starting from today. So, I've already, for the other things, we have already started. If you've seen, we have already started giving you stocks and all what actually has to be done uh, to get the hang of it. So, for investors club also, I'll be actually doing the orientation program for today. So, the objective here is this. Objective is we are not looking for anything short term, we are looking at least 3 to 5 years. So if you don't have this time horizon, then probably this is not the ideal thing for you. This is something for only long term. This is not meant for anybody who is looking for short term, making some quick money and all. We have other clubs which can actually help you out in this. We see the risk minimum, we are looking, probably it could be somewhere around 20%. It is more likely from the point of view of penny stocks, small stocks, the small cap companies, mid cap companies. That is where the risk is high. But the expected results, we are looking minimum of 100%. It could be more than that also, but we are minimum looking at anything above 100%. So if you are putting your money for 3 to 5 years, yeah, think about this. You are parking your money in fixed deposits also. Your average duration is somewhere in the same range, and the expected returns what you can get is somewhere around 5.5%. Also compounded growth also, whatever you say, you may not actually make anything big than 30% or more, plus there is a tax also, you know very well about that. So that is what actually you are doing. We are looking at minimum 100%. So in that case, your money is going to double within 3 to 5 years. That is the kind of stocks which we will be looking forward. So we will be not buying one stock, we'll be buying a bundle of stocks, like how a mutual fund does. So what happens is, since we are doing that, so in case of the penny stocks and all, where the risk could be higher, that is getting compensated with other mid cap and the large cap companies, which we will be allocating together. So we will be doing it with a lot of different aspects. I'll actually tell in detail about what all things are going to happen. It's very important for you to be a part of this orientation. For people who are not a part of this orientation, I have actually kept this on my YouTube on the streaming so that they can watch this at the later stage. But it's very important for you to watch the orientation before you starting anything in here, because without this it doesn't make sense. You think something else, doesn't matter, because whatever we are discussing here is what matters. See, the choice what we are looking in any stock is only multi-bagger stocks. We are not looking for any other kind of a stock. We are looking anything which should at least go 2 times. It can go up 3, 5, 10 times. It can go to any time. That doesn't matter. The minimum criteria is at least it should double in 3 to 5 years. That will be our main objective. Okay. So the stock is a combination of small cap, mid cap, large cap. It could be including the penny stocks and all. But the main challenge whenever this happens is the allocation. People actually, since the money is small, they actually allocate huge funds. That is not something which is advisable, because that doesn't make sense. That means you are taking a unnecessarily higher risk. You're thinking like a trader, not like an investor. Think like an investor, act like an investor. You should not take unnecessary risk. So the risk is not there in the large cap companies. The risk is higher in the mid cap, small cap, much more higher in the penny stock. The possibility of very high returns is also on the same side. See, more the risk, more the return. But at the same time, there's no reason for you to take unnecessary risk. So for that reason only, we will be giving you what amount of money has to be allocated where. So that is very important. So the allocation has the fund has to be strictly followed as per the instructions. Don't try to put your own head into that, because that is where actually you will mess up things. And if you are messing up things, then the whole objective of you coming in this club is not going to make sense. If you want to take help of me and actually do that, follow the instructions which are actually given here, then you will get the full advantage of that. If you are trying to do your own mix and match of things, then probably it will not really work. So please understand, this is why actually people take unnecessary risk in. See, I told you about idea, and one of my student actually went ahead, put around 10 lakhs in idea. See, that is not the kind of allocation you need to do. You may make a lot of money, that's fine, but the risk, look at the risk. Risk is very important. You are taking unnecessary risk. Unnecessary risk is not required. As an investor, you have to be intelligent. You have to actually have a peaceful sleep. You cannot actually invest somewhere and actually become restless when actually the stock will come down. So these kind of stocks which are actually costing less will give you sleepless nights. So that is the reason why we have to actually not have too much of allocation. But see, when it goes up, it can go up a lot. It can make you a lot of money, but that doesn't mean that you put a lot of money and actually have a lot of challenge. Okay, so follow the fund allocation strictly as it is instructed. See, what we will be doing is we will have a selection of stocks and that will change. See, what happens is some stocks may have gone up too much. At that price, we may not be interested to buy. So in that case, what happens is we may replace it with some other stock. So you need to follow the instructions very clearly on the month-to-month basis wherever we will be doing it. If we are changing anything in a week also, we will be updating you in the group. So that is very important for you to follow that. Okay, you can do an SIP of 5,000. Probably if any of you want to do for a lesser than that, let me know. We will do it for that also. I'll give you the combination for that. 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, I've actually thought of. It depends on the group based on how much you people want to do. Based on that, I'll be giving you what stock you should do and what could be the allocation you need to put there. That can change based on how the market is going to change. Because if the stock which we have picked up has moved up a lot, see, we may actually want to wait. We don't want to actually buy in a hurry. We may have some other stock which we may actually replace it there. So so that is the reason you have to have the clear idea what you want to do. If you are doing the SIP of 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, I'll be giving you the different prices at which you have to buy, which stock you are buying. So that we will be actually, that will be a combination of stocks which are actually growth stocks. It will be more into IT sector, pharma sector. The allocations will be quite higher there because they are ones which will actually give you consistent kind of a returns. We'll have different sectors also. We'll have different kinds of stocks also that we will actually see the market and check the things. Right now, actually, we can allocate funds currently in pharma sector. IT has also started, IT also has corrected and started moving. We can allocate right now. If I am looking, you can also allocate money in the steel sector. So based on actually where the correction has come and the sector has the potential to grow, we will be actually allocating. This can change every 2-3 months. Actually, sectors get rotated. So sectors rotation, when we say, what happens is some of the sectors will actually become a little laggard. It will get into a range. Some of the sectors will be outperforming. So we will want to actually get into this laggard space, which have actually not been performing, which have the potential to perform. This is where we will be actually buying, because that is where you will get at a good price. When the price is moving higher and higher, that is good for trading, not good for investing. Please understand that. So when we are actually having this correction is an ideal place for you as an investor. We will be actually talking about that particular thing only. So if you are having any higher allocation and all, contact me in person. I'll actually plan that and give it to you separately, because for this in group, in the general, we will be doing it. Okay. See, lump sum allocation can be done only when the market actually corrects significantly. When the market actually corrects around 3 to 5% or maybe 10%, any point of time this can happen. And whenever it happens, most of the stocks would have come down. Even your investment stocks would have come down. Now, this is a place where we will be doing a lump sum allocation. So you should always have money for the lump sum allocation also. Any given point of time, this can come. You should have that money with you. So as an investor, you should be prepared. So that's what I want you to understand. See, the concept of stop loss don't actually talk also, because it doesn't make any sense here, because we're not looking at trading. We are looking at investing. We know which company we are investing. We are very clear about what company we are investing. We are not actually looking at a company which we are going to invest now and take out money. No, that is not the case. We are looking at something for 3 to 5 years, maybe 10 years. We are looking at something for a longer duration. We know these companies are not going to run away, or these companies are not going to close down. These companies have higher potential to grow. Those are the companies we are choosing. So we are clear about that. So don't actually talk about why we see keeping stop loss doesn't make sense. Stop loss is going to trigger. It is not going to make you any money. See, instead of doing that at that place, you should look at a place where actually, see, after the stop loss is triggered, then the price will start going up. Because that's how actually these stocks are. So you should actually look at those corrections as an opportunity for you to buy. Don't actually go and buy and sell and all. These stocks are not meant for buy and sell. These stocks are meant for buy and buy and buy. Okay, think about that and actually do that only. Don't try to exit. There is no point in exiting these stocks. You will exit at a smaller profits. The stocks may have a very high potential. Right now IRCTC has been going up like anything. Now you may make some 10-20% profit and be happy with that. Doesn't make any sense. This may actually go up probably another 5 times, 10 times, 20 times also. That is the potential of those kind of stocks. You have to actually take the full advantage. Otherwise, why you have actually come here as a long-term investor? You should create wealth. You should be able to make a lot of money. Otherwise, that doesn't make sense. Then you should be actually in a short-term investor club where you are making some quick money. So here understand that here you are for creating wealth. You are here for creating wealth. You have all the time in the world to give. Here you have the money to give. So focus on that and do that accordingly. Don't actually have a dwindling state of mind here. Don't try to become a trader here. You are an investor. Act like an investor. Okay, see, small caps, penny stocks are always risky. No matter what we do, no matter how we do, whatever it is always risky. So you should have the risk appetite to invest. Otherwise, don't even invest. It's not necessary that all the stocks I actually recommend you have to invest. You can do your own due diligence. You can ask me questions. You can probably get a consultant, a financial consultant, consult with them. Then you invest. See, you should be completely convinced because you are investing for a longer duration. So without you having the conviction in any stock, don't even invest. It doesn't matter if I am recommending, somebody else is recommending, don't invest. If you are investing, invest with full conviction. Because remember, as I told you, you should not have any kind of a sleepless nights. You should be happy to invest and happy to actually be what actually it is. If you are having even slight 1% doubt also, don't even invest. If you feel that this stock is not worth your portfolio, fine, because this is your portfolio. You need to actually look into that because you should actually have that conviction. You should have that confidence in that particular stock. Then only you will be able to hold for a longer duration. So you need to do that. So investments will be purely, completely in direct stocks. There's no futures, no options, nothing. You will be only investing direct stocks. So you have all the time in this world for holding. So there's nothing which will stop you from doing that. So you will be doing only direct stocks. Any small time investments and all, there we can use futures and all. Here, nothing like that is going to come here. So I told you this, you should always have a buffer money for lump sum investment because opportunity can come any point of time. Whenever that opportunity comes, you should have that money so that you can put that lump sum money. You will get the best of the best price for the stock which you wanted to do. See, the investment portfolio, if it is more than 10 lakhs or if your SIP is more than 20,000, fix a one-on-one meeting with me because it's not possible for us to do in the group session. You may have a separate, your priorities may be different, your allocations may have to be fine-tuned according to that. We will do it accordingly. So I think I have covered all the important aspects which I wanted to tell you from the point of view of long-term investor club. So if there is anything you want to ask, any questions you have, I think you can freely ask me. I'll actually explain you everything, whatever you need, and then we can actually get started. I'll actually open up the chat in the group also, where we can actually have open discussions and you can understand that. So I may be giving a lot of multi-bagger stocks in my pro trading club also. It doesn't mean that every stock has to be bought in at whatever price it is. It doesn't make sense. So you need to buy that at the reasonable price, and the allocation has to be balanced in such a way that you should actually not have unnecessarily too much of allocation in these penny stocks and all. You should have a good amount of thing in large cap, mid cap, small cap, all kinds of thing in different sectors, like how a mutual fund does. Your portfolio should also have that kind of an allocations. So maybe a combination of 10 to 20 stocks will come arise over a period of time. Initially we will be doing mainly 3 to 5 stocks only, because see, if your SIPs are 5,000, 10,000, we cannot put more stocks also. We want to actually have the right combination of stocks which will really mix and match and have the right kind of a combination, and the price has to be at the ideal place. See, because if the price has moved up a lot, correction also may come in those stocks. So we will wait for the corrections to buy those stocks. We want to buy the stocks, but that doesn't mean that we will buy when actually it is going up like crazy. It will not be making any sense as an investor. We will be buying when actually it gets into a range. When it gets into a range, we will actually go ahead and buy this. And whenever actually it gets into a correction, we will try to buy more. So that will be our whole strategy here, guys. So any questions you have, I think I will be able to take any of the questions which you have. Are we all clear here? If you are clear, type in clear in the comment box so that I know all of you are clear here. If there's any confusion, please let me know. If there's no confusion, we will clearly wind this off. Clear? Okay. Okay, guys, if you have anything, let me know. Any suggestions, any clarifications, anything you want to know, I'm open to hear here. Okay, guys, if there's nothing else, I think we will wind off the session. No problem with that. So we'll catch up. Let's catch up on the Pro Trading Club meeting and any other thing. I think people are busy with the festival and all. That's perfectly okay. No problem with that. So all the things are actually, anyway, it will be streamed. So you can watch this. Be ready. In a day or two, I'll be giving you the list of stocks and how actually we will be doing that and all. And actually you can start following that. And if you have any suggestions, you can always give that in the group, so that that's why we will keep it interactive. Okay, guys, thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.
Happy Dasara and happy weekend for all of you. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.